In the heart of the vast Pacific Ocean, a storm brewed with an intensity rarely seen. Lightning split the night sky as torrents of rain lashed at a small aircraft, shaking it violently. Inside the cockpit, John Mitchell, a seasoned pilot with salt and pepper hair, fought desperately to keep the plane steady. His knuckles were white, gripping the controls as if his life depended on it. But against the tempest's wrath, even the most experienced could falter. With a deafening roar, the plane plummeted toward the churning sea below. The world outside turned into a maelstrom of darkness, rain, and fear. The aircraft's wings snapped, and a fiery explosion marked the moment it struck the water. Moments later, John found himself gasping for air in the wreckage, miraculously alive. As he swam to the surface amidst the smoldering debris, he couldn't believe his luck. Clinging to a piece of wreckage, John watched the last ember of the plane fade into the abyss. The storm raged on around him, but he was safe for now. The crash had deposited him on an uninhabited island, a place that seemed untouched by time. Dense primeval jungle stretched inland, and a bone-chilling silence hung in the air. John knew his survival instincts needed to kick in, and he had to find shelter, food, and water. Days turned into weeks, and the island's eerie secrets began to reveal themselves. At night, strange, ghostly shapes flitted through the trees, their eyes glowing like embers in the dark. John felt as though the island itself was alive, watching him, judging him. One evening, as he gathered firewood, he heard a haunting melody carried by the wind. It was a mournful tune, like an ancient dirge, and it sent shivers down his spine. He followed the melody deeper into the jungle, guided by an irresistible force. The melody led him to a clearing where a massive, gnarled tree stood, its roots twisting like serpents. At its base, an eerie specter in tattered clothes played an ethereal tune on a violin. The ghostly figure was translucent, and its hollow eyes locked onto John's with a malevolent gaze. Frozen with fear, John watched as the apparition beckoned him closer. His heart pounded, but an inexplicable force drew him nearer, step by agonizing step. The violin's music grew louder, more haunting, filling his mind with dread. As John reached out to touch the ghostly musician, the world around him shattered into a blinding light. He found himself back on the beach, the storm long gone. It was as if the island had erased the sinister encounter from existence. Exhausted and bewildered, John was found by a passing rescue team the next day who had been searching for any survivors of the plane crash. He was taken back to civilization, his body intact, but his mind forever scarred by the nightmarish island. To this day, John Mitchell is haunted by the memories of the island and the violin's haunting melody. He tells his story to those willing to listen, a chilling tale of survival and the supernatural, a story that leaves his audience both captivated and deeply disturbed. But the island's tale doesn't end with John's escape. Over the years, others have crash-landed on the same cursed landmass, and their experiences echo John's. Each survivor carries back with them their own terrifying tales, adding to the island's mystique. Somewhere out in the vast expanse of the Pacific, the Island of Shadows remains, waiting for its next unwitting visitor, its secrets buried deep within its haunted jungles, ready to enthrall and terrify anyone who dares to venture onto its shores.